Thank you very much, Hank, and to Diedrich and Ian and Tino and everyone who helped put together this webinar in these very uncertain times with the COVID. It's so heartening to have the internet to bring us together and to bring all of these collaborators of water and heritage from around the world together. So greetings to everyone from New York City, where it is in the morning. We are still in partial lockdown here in Manhattan. And so exciting to hear all of the speakers today. I'm very, very grateful to participate. I would like to just share briefly about some water and heritage initiatives of US ICOMOS in the United States. And just to speak briefly that we are trying to coordinate, initiate some working group for water and heritage in the United States. For anyone who is not so familiar, I just wanted to explain the photo that you see in the background. This is a site that's very near and dear to my heart. It is the High Bridge over Harlem River. It was a photo that was taken in 1916. And this aqueduct bridge was built in the mid-19th century. It was to carry water from 40 miles away and bring water to Manhattan. Particularly important after cholera and fire outbreaks. So very, very important relationship of the relation of fresh and abundant and reliable supplies of potable water and dealing with the needs of the emerging metropolis. I work for a preservation architecture firm, Lee Saltzman Architects, and we were the preservation architect for the rehabilitation of this bridge that reopened in 2015 after 40 years of being closed to the public. So very, very exciting moment in the history of this urban water infrastructure. Can I have the next slide, please? Yes, thank you. So as was mentioned previously by Hank, there was some efforts at the national level to try to establish working groups dealing with water and heritage. And so the task force members particularly gathered together to author some of these articles. And I can say that, I came to this group several years ago, so grateful, from the Netherlands, and then later to collaborate with Hank and Diedrich and Carola on the book, Adaptive Strategies, and to speak last year at the Chiayi conference in Taiwan. So the US ICOMOS kindly published our article on their newsletter and their e-news, as well as the Instagram and Facebook. And we have received a number of wonderful feedbacks so far from all across the US, individuals, people within organizations, institutions. So our group is in formation. Can I have the next slide, please? Thank you. Just again, for anyone that may be not as familiar with water and heritage in the US, I just wanted to show some happy examples. I know we certainly, Carola showed an example recently of the Hurricane Harvey and disaster, but I also want to have some happy images of the successful adaptive use projects. In this case, it was the Buffalo Bayou Cistern in Houston, Texas, and this one was in operation from 1927 to 2007, after which it was decommissioned. And then in 2016, It was transformed into a public park designed by Southern Page. Can I have the next slide, please? Thank you so much. This other example is the Harlem Stage that was formerly the 135th Street Aqueduct Gatehouse in New York. And it was built in 1886-87 as part of the Croton water supply and decommissioned, and then reimagined and re-envisioned by Olhaus and Dubois architects with Wank Adams Slavin as the Harlem Stage. So it is a performing arts venue and a successful example of adaptive use. Next example, please. Next slide. Thank you. I just wanted to end on this image, another adaptive use, this one in Boston, the Fisher Hill Reservoir and Gatehouse in Brookline, Massachusetts. The Gatehouse, Romanesque Revival style. Gatehouse and Reservoir constructed 1886-87 and redesigned as a public park by Clofer Martin. And the gatehouse restored by Tulukian. So we see a number of examples where there's adaptive use, there's industrial heritage, water heritage at different scales and different places, and certainly recognizing the relationship of the natural heritage to the built heritage. So we look forward as our group is in formation to establish more programs, and we look forward also to all the comments in the discussion in this webinar. Thank you so much.